Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, your local numerologist. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Make sure you're subscribed to my other channels, Queen Spirit 1126 and Answers by Queen Spirit. Alright, yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this. We are doing a reading for the advantages, right? And we're on attitude number 1. So you guys' video is supposed to be out on Saturday, but yeah, I've had a real fun-filled weekend. So we're gonna do it today, honey. So what we have here is advantages, blocks, and then the next situation, event, circumstances where you'll be able to use your advantages. All right. So these cards is my feminine energy deck. So yeah, Spirit wants me to use that. So let me do a shuffle real quick. I cut to Judgment and the Two of Cups. So I definitely think that you guys will be going through some kind of heartbreak right now. At least some kind of very big disappointment where somebody is just not who you thought they were. So let's go ahead and get into this. So we have our advantages up here. Let me move this over here. So you have a bright aura, right? Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. We have number 22 here, coming to a number 4, right? So I don't know why I'm getting life path 22, because I pulled that the other day in the in my pick a card reading. Life path 22 was on there. And so what I'm getting is that the 22 is a master builder. 4 is all about foundation and boundaries. The truth about who you are, right? Your bright aura is something that you need to accept for yourself. I'm also getting that you are good at building things. Let's get into what's going on with this aura, Spirit. Bright aura. That's fucking awesome. Damn, through heartbreak. Wow. Wow. Spirit said it took work. Spirit said it took work. But what I see here for advantages is that when something happens to you, when something negative happens to you, you're able to be like, okay, that hurt. What went wrong, right? What went wrong? What can I do to make it better for me? And you find success in that. And that's, let me just be clear, that is not the same as looking for and finding fault in yourself. What you guys do is look internally. And I love this because, you know, this is what I do. Okay, this motherfucker did this to me. How can I avoid anybody treating me like that again, right? What were the signs that I ignored? What are the things that I missed, right? Hindsight is 2020. So with my 2020 vision now, let me see what went wrong. And what I'm getting is that you guys are very, very good at that. And then right under that, we have the King of Swords. Again, we're talking about truth. We are talking about the truth. So what I'm getting right now is that you guys radiate truth, honesty, right? When we talk about attitude number is how the world views you and then how you view the world. And so you guys have taken some hits, but you do feel like you can be successful through almost anything, and stand in your truth with the King of Swords. You are the master of your own destiny. You define your destiny. You define what you want to do. You define what you don't want to do. You define what you'll accept in life. And for that, your aura is very bright, okay? That's dope. So let's go ahead and get into the blocks here. So we have love. And then right here we have Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. Okay. let's move this over. Let's see what we got going on with love. This heartbreak, right? The Three of Swords that you served in the past, that served you in the past. Three of Swords is not only heartbreak, but it's also about being lied to, being lied on. Three is the number of communication. Swords is also communication, and it's the words that were coming out of their mouth were just untrue. And so I'm feeling, especially with the King of Swords here, that people's untruths are something that you can recognize right away. When somebody's lying to you, you already know they're lying. Now, attitude number one, you guys are leaders, independent, carefree. It's kind of like you come off as not needing anybody. That's what I like, as a negative thing for attitude ones. Like, you guys can do all of this. You could take care of yourself. You could put yourself in a good position. But on the other hand, it's like, okay, people don't really think that you need them or want them, because we don't really need anybody, right? But people want to feel like, okay, I'm a benefit in this person's life. That's why they keep me here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be a benefit in somebody's life. And what I get is that a lot of people don't feel like they could benefit you in any way, which isn't true, because whoever you run into, however they interact with you, whoever you love, is definitely helpful. So let's see where this is going. Love, be graceful in movement and action. I'm really, really feeling like you guys have put love on the back burner, right? And what I mean by that is your feelings and emotions of love. My throat chakra's off. Your feelings and emotions of love are on the back burner, and you do shit out of duty. I'm gonna tell you guys, I feel like you have 5 somewhere in your chart. I don't know why. I just feel this. So if you are generation 5, life path 5, talent spiritual number 5, make sure you are checking out those other readings, okay? 5 is a number of change. 5 is a number of variety. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all, 5 does some weird shit as a number in and of itself. It's very weird. It feels like it's all over the place, but then it comes to a balance in the end. But it takes a while to get there. And that's what I feel for you guys' love situation. For the people that you love, be graceful in movement and action. And this isn't only for the people that you love. This is for everything that you love, right? We even got Ace of Cups on the bottom. New intuition, new love. Okay, so I'm getting intuition too. So when something happens, right, it's our intuition may fail us if we are full of emotion, like fear or anger or anything like that, right? And you already know how to get into determined energy where you're just like, okay, let me take a look at myself and see the things that are going on within me, shining a light on my own world. But I feel like you guys let people slide. And that's why you end up being put in this position where you're like, I knew the truth. I knew that they were doing that. I knew this, but I kept moving forward, either because you thought they would change, or because you psyched yourself out. Okay, you're like, well, they keep saying they're doing something different, but you see what they're doing. All right, so let's put some cards here for our blocks. Damn. Establishment. I'm gonna take both of these. So we have 10 of Discs, 5 of Wands, and then we have the universe, the world, with 21-3, right? 10 comes to 1. So I'm gonna say the 10 and the 1 is you, right? Because you're attitude number 1. Um, it feels, I don't know how it. Okay, I feel like you're fixed in this mutable energy. Okay, it's almost this idea of you are independent to the point where you could take care of yourself. However, I'm also getting this vibe of you want to help people that you love or something like that, but they don't see it that way. They see themselves as being in competition with you. So even though you love and care for them, it's kind of this vibe of, well, I know they're doing that, but how can I do it better? Like they want to compete. Um, the way that you love people, since it's coming out as a duty, it's not coming off as love to them. What I'm getting is some kind of arrogant vibe that they're feeling when you try to help or anything like that. And I'm not saying that you feel arrogant at all, but you're an attitude 1, and attitude 1s can come off as arrogant. So you have to make sure that you're being honest and open with the people that you love. You ain't got to spill your heart to everybody, but the people that you really care about, you have to let them know that you love them. And this isn't, oh, I'm doing this because you really need it. I told you not to do it this way. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to help you if you would have did it the way I told you. Like, no. It's more of if you are helping somebody, if you are having a back, be relieved with them that they got the help that they needed. You know, like I'm glad that you called me because I really don't want you to be in a bad situation. Like, I know you can't call me all the time. I know I can't handle this all the time, but I really care about you and I really don't want you to be in this bad position because you're not coming off that way. It's almost like, somebody call you like, oh yeah, can I get some help? And you help them, but every other day you're like, remember that time I helped you? Remember that time I helped you? Remember that time I helped you? And for that, people aren't going to want to come to you or release their love to you. And I'm not saying this is what you're doing, but remember, I don't know how much I gotta stress this. You might be doing that. Some of y'all are fucking doing that. But attitude number is about how people perceive you, how people are looking at you. What is the energy that you're giving off to them? Over here, we see clearly that you have a really bright aura. That's good. The brighter your aura is, the lighter you are. But just know that there's a lot that you won't be able to do if you don't have love in your corner, okay? So I have no doubt that you guys know what love is because I think that you love yourselves a lot. And it's okay to spread that love to other people. It's also okay to guard yourself as well. I'm also getting this vibe here of being angry because people ask for your help, or maybe you helped them before, they didn't do what they needed to do, whatever, ba ba ba, la la la. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Let that go. You can't make people do anything. They're going to have to face their own karma. Okay? So just looking at these 3 cards by themselves. 10 of Discs, 5 of Wands, and then we have the universe. Okay? The world is about like cycles. Right? It's upright. So this is a cycle. It's almost like the more you're established, the more conflict that is introduced into your life. and you, it's almost like you aren't using your power as a leader, right? Because attitude number ones are pretty much leaders. Anytime you have a one in your chart, you're a fucking leader, and that's just period. I don't care if you're born in the 12th month, a 1 month, on the 11th, on the 1st, on the 19th. If you have a one at all in your chart, it means that you are a leader and you were put on this earth to lead. Okay, that might not mean you're supposed to lead the masses. Maybe you're just supposed to lead your family. I don't know who the fuck you're supposed to lead. But I know as an attitude one, you're definitely a leader. And you need to establish who you are and what you want around you. And people are going to follow suit. So, if you technically, I guess the only thing I can say, if you want people to behave a certain way, it's all about in how you carry yourself and not what you can do for them. I hope that's clear. I hope that is clear, clear, clear. So let's go ahead and move on. Very last card. So this is the next opportunity that you'll have to use your advantage, right? Oh, okay. So Voodoo Priestess came up, and then we have Spirit of Place coming to a number 4. All right, I am going to read Spirit of Place for you. Our ancient ancestors believe that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it. Just as we have a soul, the plants, trees, birds, mountains, and rivers have their own essence, right? So I feel like we are talking about spiritual spirit, but I also feel like we're talking about your aura, right? Because we spoke about that in the beginning. Like everything living has an aura. The trees, the birds, the bugs, everything has an aura about it. When the Spirit of Place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your query is in the overarching theme of your circumstances. Is your question about a struggle? The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. That's one can make things a little bit controlling. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than longing for it. Once you find the essential truth that underlines your question and then name it, you'll discover the answer you've been seeking. The truth is that you guys already know everything that you need to do. We read that in the first couple minutes. You guys already know what you need to do. What I'm getting is that I don't know if you guys are connected to voodoo or not, but in general, like some of you guys may be, but I feel this vibe of connecting to the magic within, right? We got Spirit of Place, and then we got voodoo priestess. Some of you guys are underestimating your power, right? If you go out, even though most people can't see auras, a lot of people can feel them. So people feel your aura, and that's just the bottom line. Man, my throat chakra. So let's see what's going on. Spirit of Place. So, man, this is crazy because I almost feel like I get this vibe of you guys just walking into a place and just lightening up the mood there just by being there, just because the vibe is bad. So let's move back to that voodoo priestess. Voodoo has a very, very bad name. Very bad name. When people think of voodoo, they think of black magic. They think of like you doing something bad to somebody else. And that's literally not what voodoo is. So I get this vibe of just something being very misunderstood in your life, right? And kind of building a foundation on that misunderstanding. So what I'm getting right now is a chance to clear all of that up it's just like I said, you guys are attitude ones, right? But that doesn't mean that you don't like have a lot of water in your chart, which will make you sensitive. But your attitude number is coming off that you're not sensitive. And I just want to be clear about that. You guys need to clear up that energy of not needing love or being able to embrace so much pain and just not caring. You need to reestablish yourself as a loving, emotional being on this earth, okay? And you will get the chance to do that. You will. Look at that. The Fool. You have Temperance. I was thinking about fire because I feel like, and I'm not saying other elements aren't like this, but I feel like fire is one of those signs that really can eat up some negative energy, right? And it doesn't always affect you guys, the fire signs, I'm saying you guys. It doesn't always affect fire signs the way it affects everybody else. At least you don't show it. And what I would say to that is there's some kind of balance being brought back, because there's always this, there's no need to endure a whole lot of pain. If somebody is bringing you a whole lot of pain, they need to be gone, right? But I feel like you have this vibe of enduring pain, not needing love. So basically you put out and you're not getting it back. And this is what turns you into this hermit mode energy where you're like, well, fuck it. Everything I do, I have to do for myself, right? And love does start within. But you guys have mastered your love within, and it's time to spread that love to other people. It's time to clear up that miscommunication. Even we have here, Temperance is 14, y'all. That's coming to a 5, and it got a 1 in there for you. We got 4 here and another 4 here. So I do feel like a huge foundation change that you guys are manipulating. Like, it's your job. You're changing it, right? We also have the Fool card here, which the Fool is all about just jumping in head first, doing something new, just being like, okay, I'm just gonna go do it. Like throwing caution to the wind. Just go do it. Just go do it. Give yourself. Okay, one more card. So we got 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Okay. So again, the 14 is coming out. Somebody's gonna be honest about some dishonesty from the past. That's what I see. And the 7 and 4 coming to 11, I feel like you're gonna get a chance to, or they're gonna get a chance to clear it up, and you're gonna get a chance to forgive them. Okay, so when we talk about forgiveness, we're not talking about, hey, you know, I know you stole everything in my house, but I forgive you. You can come back into my house. That's not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is, oh, you stole everything from my house. I understand you're a fucking crackhead. I forgive you for being a drug addict and stealing my shit. That don't mean you get to come back. That means I'm at peace because I know what you did had everything to do with you and nothing to do with me. And now I'm in a position it won't happen again. Yeah, so that's what I got. Somebody's gonna come back and you're gonna learn something pretty negative about them. Probably like them lies in the beginning that we read that you got over, they're coming back around to make sure you're over it or something like that. But you are, okay? And you're very misunderstood. So make sure that you are standing in your truth, but make sure you are also developing relationships with people you care about. That's all I have for you guys. Attitude number 1. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys next time.